personality because it's much easier.
Became a media personality because it's much easier. Which again, he's entitled to his opinion, right? I have a platform and an opinion, and people care about what I say. That tweet got like 40,000 favorites and a bunch of retweets. So I listen. I don't even know what the media is, but I guess anyone with a platform and an opinion's in the media. It's not harder to be in the media. I mean, just let's say I am in the media. Let me take that premise. I don't know that I agree with that. He works for NBC. The thing, if anyone was in the media, it's me and you here. I have nobody behind me at all. Except Lewis, maybe because he owns the studio. But this idea that I'm a major media figure is kind of funny. But again, am I known from the podcast? Sure. Is he known from SNL? Yes. Neither of us really are like Sebastian Maniscalco, who's known from stand-up. Now, we're good at it. I think he's funny, and I don't know what he thinks I am. But we sell thousands of tickets all over the world, which he's not doing. But that's okay. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that there's people that enjoy my stand-up. And that's what it is. Now, maybe those people don't matter. Maybe they're all Nazis. Who knows? That's possible. It's possible that everyone who's succeeding is a Nazi, and all their fan bases are. I was like, hey, let's do it. Let's go back out. Who cares? COVID's a holocaust of fat people. Okay, I'll get vaccinated. I got vaccinated. Then he said, put the mask on. The vaccine doesn't do what we wanted it to do. And then they said, well, we never said that it stopped you from getting it. You did. You did. I have the receipts. You absolutely did. You also said that if you got it, it wouldn't even be symptomatic. It'd be very mild. That is not true either. And it's not really less likely. Viral load in vaccinated and unvaccinated people is kind of similar. An article just came out. I don't know if the rationale for the mandate is disproportionately affecting Black and Hispanic people that don't want to get the vaccine. As of this number, I don't know. But so I question those two things. I've never said that all vaccines are bad. And people trying to get famous. It's like your friends are Elon Musk. He doesn't exactly eschew the spotlight. He lives in an area with people like Sandra Bullock. I mean, these are not simple country people. This idea that, like, I'm just a simple countryman. I'm a simple countryman. I'm here in Texas with Sandra Bullock and Elon Musk. Two simple country people. That's not what it is. People in Austin are more self-important and more fame-hungry than anyone in LA. Truly, truly. This idea of LA is not even real. This idea, yes, does everyone want to be famous in LA? Sure. But at least some of them have a fucking shot. At least some of them are fucking hot. At least some of them know how to play the game. If you think I am wrong, watch the show. I've been in Miami looking at condos because I'm Afro-Latino, which means that I am black, but I am not African-American. I was raised in Santo Domingo, and I am Dominican, and I'm Afro-Latino. I am going to be... it's a little bigger than just saying, like, oh, yeah, well, people should get all this. Guys, no. It's corporations poisoning you. Why not regulate them? What the fucking government suck, man? Why not regulate the amount of plastic they can put in ranch dressing? Because maybe a mother of 3 whose husband dropped dead of COVID doesn't have time to read fucking salad dressing or fucking cereal. It is not popular with the media. The media likes to play footsie every now and then with that ideology as well. Because it's fun, it grabs everyone up, it gets some clicks, just like they did after 9/11, where it was Muslims that they were talking about, and, you know, they would have all these pieces about Islam and this and that, and, you know, there were radicals that were white people that would then go and commit acts, not a ton of them, but there was a few people that would then commit, like, anti-Muslim hate crimes, anti-Chinese hate crimes, whatever. Why wouldn't you have an anti-white hate crime, right? Like, why wouldn't you have that if the person is being motivated by, yeah, I guess, doesn't think that's real, or maybe doesn't think that they've ever stoked that type of feeling ever, or maybe they don't think that it's widespread enough, which I don't think it's widespread. I don't think it's an epidemic, right? But I don't think that hate crimes against anyone are an epidemic. When you look at the numbers, they're just not happening in mass. They're just not. But this guy
Showed he had praised Hitler, backed Black Lives Matter, and called for violence against white people. So the mainstream narrative, they don't want to discredit, you know, BLM and stuff like that. So they kind of just, it feels like they kind of just back off of it a little bit.
It's very hard for the alt-right because it's like, fuck white people, and then he praises Hitler, and they're like, well, this is tough. This is tough. But you're going to see that more and more, right? Because people are mentally ill.
Yeah.
They're being let out on bail. These bail rules are interesting. And, you know, I don't think people like Khalid Browder, who can't make bail, should die in Rikers Island because he stole a backpack.
Right.
But, you know, what did this guy do? He tried to murder his wife.
He ran over his ex-wife previously, yeah.
And then how long?
He's also a pedophile.
And then he was out of jail when?
Bail of $1,000.
That might be a little for running over the wife.
He had allegedly punched the mother of his child in the face early last month and then drove over her, leaving tire marks on her leg.
$1,000 for driving over a woman seems like, to be honest, just from a pure financial standpoint, a G. Like you ran over what? Listen, punching her in the face all day, that's a G. That's a G. Punch her in the face, you're out with a G. I'm for this. She's popping off, you're popping off, things get heavy. One pop, you don't break her nose, you don't do anything like that. You hit her once, again. I am not for that. You know the problem with the right-wing people and the MAGA people a lot of times is that everything is Satanism. Everything is Satan. And listen, Sam Smith is like this very talented guy who started paths. Those are the two largest demographic groups in Arizona, people that are retired and people who are psychotic. And tug of war. And you try to pull people, and then psychopaths occasionally will pull some of the retirees, and then some of the retirees will pull some of the psychopaths and just be like, hey man, how about just chill? How about just fucking swing a golf club? It's that natural tension. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's a lot of fun there. We enjoyed ourselves. We are now the official podcast sponsor of the Ukraine war. This is something that I'm very excited about. We beat out a lot of the other podcasts. We beat out My Favorite Murder. We beat out Last Podcast on the Left. We beat out The Girls Gotta Eat, the girls that sling the vibrators. We beat them to be the official sponsor of the Ukraine war. We are the show that sponsors the Ukraine war as a podcast. Now, that doesn't mean we want it to keep going just because we are the official sponsor of the Ukraine war. We don't want it to keep going. However, as long as it does keep going, we do realize that war can be beautiful and teach us beautiful things about ourselves and the world around us. And that makes us the official sponsor of the Ukraine war as a podcast, similar to America, who's sponsoring the Ukraine war, but doesn't want it to keep going. If it does, if it happens to, it should be beautiful. Our president. Remember when this started here? And will continue to be. And we will provide and people of Ukraine with whatever they need, whether it be shrimp tea or whatever helps them deal with the bombings that our money and support guarantees will not end. Also, China is now stepping in. So China, our favorite country, China, my godson, China's President Xi Jinping, he's going to, Chinese leaders expected to use Moscow trip to push for multi-party peace talks. So China is actually, thank God, someone's running the world. China is now stepping up to do a peace treaty in the Ukraine. China is stepping up to do it, whereas America, we are, proceeding with the ayahuasca retreats. Beijing says it wants to play a more active role aimed at ending the conflict. Boo! Maybe they're not going to end it either. I don't know. Because it was just destroyed. So these people in East Palestine, Ohio, that are complaining about this train derailment constantly, I don't understand why they're sucking up all the oxygen, and I'm not trying to do a pun. I don't get it. I don't get what people, just because, the sky is full of black smoke, and, I have a horrible headache, I can't sleep, I'm itching, my kids are screaming. Why this is getting more pressed in an incredibly freezing cold winter in Los Angeles is forcing me and several of my friends indoors when many of the houses are built for indoor-outdoor living. I see diet-related illnesses in Ohio being wrongfully attributed to the 11 train cars full of the vinyl chloride burning up the atmosphere. Let's hear what some of these ungrateful, dramatic, truly horrible people have to say about the things they're supposedly experiencing. All lies. These are all lies.
I wasn't sure if I really smelling what I was smelling, feeling what I was feeling. And then less than 5 to 10 minutes after I started smelling myself up out of a dead sleep, violently shaking, throwing up, totally disoriented, begging for water. And he was not sick at all. Like, he just wasn't. There was no indications of a sickness before this. And it was shortly, just a few minutes after I started smelling it. So at that point, I became
Nightmare. Kids have nightmares. I mean, is this woman new? Kids have nightmares. They wake up often, violently shaking and projectile vomiting, sort of like an exorcist scene, because maybe they're having a nightmare about, not winning the big game at the school and getting the girl. This is what, or it's the boogeyman's chasing them through the cornfield. These are common nightmares that kids have, and a lot of them react to this with violent shaking, projectile vomiting, bleeding from the eyes. A lot of people have nightmares and they bleed is a nightmare, and everybody's like Northwest recently. The thing about the Pacific Northwest is that it is insane. And a lot of the cities up there, you know, again, it's just something about the West Coast, dude. Just something about the West Coast where people are a bit off. Maybe it's when you leave SoCal, you don't get a lot of vitamin D. When you go up. Why would we, like, stop her from behaving that way? As the end of the world just marches on outside. The end of the world just marches. I just think that it's very complicated. It's a very strange situation. You're like, well, maybe you could just, bust up these things and get these people the fuck out of it. Well, it's actually harder than that because a lot of people, they're trying, and it's very difficult. There's a lot of problems. It's very layered. I'm like, well, that guy's shooting heroin in front of me, and maybe that's less complicated. He's shooting heroin. He's using heroin. Maybe that's why he's homeless, because he's doing heroin. Well, it's actually the rents have gone up. The rents are higher. I know they are. But he's doing heroin right now, and now he's attacking a woman. Capitalism. I know that's not great. That's certainly not ideal. But now he's choking that woman to death. You see him choking her to death over there? Do you think that requires some immediate response? Well, there's an unarmed civilian force that can be dealing with that. And they'll go to him and they'll assess where, it's like, oh, God, just let him have it. Just fucking let him have it. I'm sick of working with these fucking people. And that might mean you'll have to live in a fucking right-wing nightmare where fucking nobody gets abortions and they ban anything that's cool and you're just, you're living in the fucking, like some weird theocracy. I don't know. But I mean, it's just, it's getting silly. It's getting silly in this place, and I don't know what to tell people other than just fucking, like, I don't know, folks, figure it out, Figure your stuff out. That's what it's lacking. Do a Kyle Rittenhouse meal. Okay? Kyle Rittenhouse meal. Big Mac, fucking cheese curds, because he was from Wisconsin, right, Kenosha? Wisconsin, so it'd be a Big Mac, some cheese curds, and a fucking, I don't know, a McFlurry. He's a little bit of a porker. He's a little bit of a chubby. He's a fatty with batty. He's lost some weight, though. But, yeah, McFlurry, a Big Mac, and some cheese curds. The Kyle Rittenhouse. Fucking Kyle Rittenhouse. Fucking losers. Well, anyway, folks, we appreciate you listening. We'll see you on patreon.com, The Tim Dillon Show. Live tickets are on sale. We're having so much fun doing stand-up all around the country. So it'd be great to see you guys there. And we hope you are doing well. We'll see you soon.
Get great spring savings throughout the store at Safeway. This week at Safeway, 1 pound containers of strawberries or 6-ounce containers of blueberries, raspberries, or 2 get 2 free. When you buy 4, limit 1 offer. Also this week, mix and match selected varieties of Kellogg's cereal for $1.99 each.
I saw Anthony had his live from the compound. He was doing that shit in his basement with a green screen, doing karaoke, holding a machine gun. I was like, oh, we could just have like some janky ass setup. Tom Green's studio was another one.
That was probably one of the biggest.
Way ahead of his time. He was way ahead of his time. He had a full-grown talk show from his living room with servers and everything. Dude, we would follow this like mound of wires that went snaked through his living room into one of his spare bedrooms that they had converted into a server room. Like you go there, you're like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like giant hard drives and shit.
Yeah, that's all through his band. Actually, he just moved to Canada. Yeah,
You did?
Farm.
Tom Brady?
Too much freedom. He wants to be locked down. He wants to put mandates on him. He wants to down the government.
Right before he
Jesus Christ. No, he loves Canada. That's where he's from. And he wanted to get a farm.
He was supposed to be the guest the Monday that the comedy store closed. I was looking forward to having him. We've never had him on before.
And I just did the
was
weekend
so-
with him in San Diego. And he was the first person to have like spray, like Lysol spray, and could wipe down everything, bring his own microphone. And I was like, he's kind of going a little.
He's had cancer.
Yeah.
He's had cancer. Yeah, I think when you've had cancer, you have a very different idea of your health. You know?
Sure.
And also, I think he's probably still vulnerable. I know another gentleman. You know, his immune system is compromised. It's not good. You know, cancer's a scary thing. You know, to lose it.
I think we talked about this. Did you get a replacement call? Like
I gotta wait.
yeah, I'll get one of those like next night or
I
something.
get one where everybody get nervous. Like, if you see me in the shower. Yeah. Wow. One like a baseball. Oh, it's a giant nut. That's what I would get.
Do you have enough back for that? I mean, are you?
Now with Triple E's.
Just
keep getting bigger
get a
and bigger
cadaver
implants.
grass outside. Yeah, but definitely.
You can't do that? You're getting that taken down? Like, what is it?
They hide. I told you they've been hiding the Tony account because
Well,
he has the word kill in it
Yeah.
and a human's name.
Right.
You know that? Like you have to like type out the name of the show all the way to be able to bring up our Instagram page.
Well, I just.
And the search results I get are so completely different if I don't log in at all and search Google, you know, or if I go to Bing. Like if you go to Bing and type in the same thing or some like Yahoo, like it's so amazing. You get completely different stuff.
I use DuckDuckGo.
Yeah,
DuckDuckGo
DuckDuckGo's
does. They don't filter the information. They just give you the information. Whatever is like, whatever is out there. Like when I was trying to find like controversial